Hello and welcome back to the Long Island Railroad Montauk branch. Before we get started, I wanted to show you what I've been working on recently. I decided to change the old M&L Wholesale to be General Chemical, an industry that was in the Laurel Hill area just before the Phelps Dodge refinery. I mean that physically, not temporally. So it's correct as to period and location, but I have no other information about the place. I decided it made sulfuric acid, so I added these overhead hoses and tanks to give it a more correct look. I could add lots more pipes and tanks and stuff, but I'll save that for later. Now let's get started loading the Carfloat. Here's the worksheet for loading. I explained more about how this sheet is generated automatically back in an earlier episode, episode 7 I think. This is linked above. Suffice to say, the important thing about loading the Carfloat is making sure it is evenly weighted on both sides. The procedure for loading the Carfloat is thus. The center track is loaded first with the heaviest 3 cars. Then 2 cars are placed on the starboard side. Then 4 cars on the port side. And then the final 2 cars on the starboard side. This ensures that neither side is overweighted by more than 2 cars during the loading process. So as we saw on the Carfloat loading worksheet, the first 3 cars, the ones that go on the center track, are the hooker car right here, the CB&Q car right there, and this PRR car. So we're going to do hooker car first, CBQ in the middle because it's the heaviest, and the PRR car last, obviously. So let's get that done. Well, I saved you from enduring the trip back to the yard. I'm sick of it and it's my layout. Anyway, for the next load of cars we need this DLW boxcar and this New Haven boxcar, both conveniently right next to each other, and this B&O hopper and this New York Central boxcar. They will be loaded on the port side. Then this Reading hopper and Santa Fe boxcar will complete the load on the starboard side. This will actually be a pretty easy switch. We will start by grabbing the NYC boxcar from track 1 and moving it to track 3, where we will back it all up to the B&O boxcar, and that will complete the 4-car set for the port side. Then we will go get the Santa Fe boxcar from track 1, bring it to track 3, and the final 2 cars for the starboard side will be set and we'll be ready to go. Well, that does it for this episode. The Carfloat is full and set to return to Greenville Yard in New Jersey. As trusty Alco RS1 469 heads back to the yard, I wanted to let you know that this will be my last video for a while. Numbers don't lie, and YouTube shows that my videos have been receiving fewer and fewer views recently. Fewer views than I have subscribers, even. So whatever I've got isn't selling anymore. That's okay, because I really don't have anything new to say. Work will progress on Operation Waterfront, and I will do updates on that. Once I get the Phelps Dodge facility complete, I will do more ops videos on that. Don't worry. That should be interesting, with a new industry to switch and a narrow gauge railway to switch. Until then, I leave you with this picture of my babies, Winston and Clementine. Who doesn't love a cute cat picture?